Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome to Social Science Digital Class. Here I am Lokesh Hello, Assistant Teacher, Social Science, Talented Girls Residential School, Nanjangud Town, Mysore District. Dear students, in this video, I use the PPTs which were prepared by the Social Science STL, Karnataka's Digital Group. I deliver my sincere thanks to all the teachers and technicians who prepared these PPTs and slides. Thank you very much. Dear students, once again I welcome you to this digital class. A previous class we discussed about the advent of Europeans to India. In this class, in this session, we concentrate and discuss 10th standard, history second chapter, the extensions of British rule. We know that the previous classes, the two important wars like Plassey and Boxer's battle. After these two battles, British have confidence how to control India, and these two battles gave the firm foundations to British Empire in eastern part of India. Later, they slowly concentrate on other parts of India. So in this chapter, we discuss how they extend or expansion their political supremacy over India. In this chapter, we learn some important topics, that is Anglo-Maratha Wars and the consolidation of the British power and no succession rights for the adopted children, subsidiary alliance and Anglo-Sikh War. Dear students, as you know that through Carnatic wars, the English had made other European countries not to challenge them in India. So now the English only the solo power. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಯುದ್ಧದ ನಂತರ ಇಡೀ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷರು ಏಕಾಂಗಿಯಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಬಲ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರು. And they gained complete political control over Bengal through Plassey and Buxar battle. Last class we already discussed. Now most of the east part of India comes under the control of British. And after that, by 1765, they gained control most part of east part of India. But still, the Maratha, Mysore Wadayas, so they were dominant in southern and west part of India. So the hold of British was restricted to Bengal and Bombay regions only. ಮರಾಠರು ಮತ್ತು ಮೈಸೂರರು ಒಡೆಯರು ಇವರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ರೂಲಿಗೆ ತಡೆಯಾಗಿದ್ದು ಅಂತದ್ದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆನ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಾಂಬೆ residents only or regions only. Later, in the south part, in Mysore province, Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan are there. Along with the Peshwas of Maratha, they were only the impediment in the path of expansions of British. So these two provinces are the obstacles for the expansion way of British. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ ವಿಸ್ತರಣಾ ನೀತಿಗೆ ತಡೆಯಾಗಿದ್ದಂತಹ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಬಲಾಢ್ಯ ಅರಸರು ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ, ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ and Peshwas of Maratha. So now they decided to defeat these two provinces. And because of the reason, the other in the northwest part of India, there is six in the region. The Ranjit Singh, so who emerged in later part of 19th century, was a formidable opponent to the British, a strong opponent to the British. So he was a successful in organizing six and rule very good. So these persons are strongly opposed British expansion. British expansion. So British was decided to control other parts of India. They used some policies to gain political control over India. The British had also waged repeated and wars from the mid of the 18th century to mid of the 19th century. Many wars are held, essentially to extend their empire in India. ಅನೇಕ ಯುದ್ಧಗಳನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So apart from this, they also annexed various kingdoms with cunning policies. So here they use three policies. One is wage war, the another the cunning policy, and some agreements. So ಈ ಯುದ್ಧಗಳು ಕೆಲವು ಮೋಸದ ಒಪ್ಪಂದಗಳನ್ನು ಮೋಸದ ನೀತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದ ವಿಸ್ತರಣೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಮುಂದಾದರು ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. One among there is subsidiary alliance, you know that. Then the doctrine of lapse and waged wars like that. So during this period, the British waged the following wars. ಈ ಪಾಲಿಸಿಗಳ ಕನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿಯ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ಯುದ್ಧಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ದೋಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೇಜ್ ವಾರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಯುದ್ಧಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ 3 ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಮರಾಠ ವಾರ್ಸ್, ಮರಾಠರೊಂದಿಗೆ 3 ಯುದ್ಧಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ 4 ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಮೈಸೂರು ವಾರ್ಸ್, ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಹೈದರಾಲಿಯ ಜೊತೆ 4 ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಮೈಸೂರು ಯುದ್ಧಗಳು ನಡೀತವೆ. ಹಾಗೆ 2 ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಸಿಖ್ ವಾರ್, ಸಿಖ್ಖರೊಂದಿಗೆ 2 ಯುದ್ಧಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಡಿಸಿಸಿವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಸ್ for the expansions of British rule in India. Dear students, let's know about the major wars like Anglo-Maratha wars. Anglo-Maratha war. The first Anglo-Maratha war, it held in between 1775 to 1782. What are the reasons for first Anglo-Maratha war? ಕಾರಣಗಳಿವೆ. The reasons are the Marathas installed Shah Alam II back on the throne of Mughal Empire in Delhi. So because after the Buxar battle, Shah Alam dethroned by British, and Shah Alam was under the care of British after the defeat of Buxar war. And now the emperor gave Kora and Allahabad to Maratha, which he had earlier given to the British. ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಂತ ಈ 2 ನಗರಗಳನ್ನ ಮರಾಠರಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಡುವ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಶಾ ಆಲಂ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ this resulted the enmity between British and Marathas. ಇದು ಮರಾಠರು ಮತ್ತು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ ನಡುವೆ ವೈರತ್ವ ಬೆಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. And during the period, in this period, in 1775 was the death of Maratha, a strong man, Madhavarao, a Peshwa, was a major setback to Maratha. ಮರಾಠರ ಪೇಶ್ವೆಯಾಗಿದ್ದ ಮಾಧವರಾವನ ಮರಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮರಾಠರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗೊಂದಲವನ್ನು ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೋ ಹಿಸ್ ಬ್ರದರ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ರಾವ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಟು ಪವರ್, ಬಟ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಮರ್ಡರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಹಿಸ್ ಅಂಕಲ್ ರಾಘೋಬಾ ಆರ್ ರಘುನಾಥ್ ರಾವ್. ಸೊ ನಾರಾಯಣ ರಾವನನ್ನ ರಘುನಾಥ್ ರಾವ್ ಕೊಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ and he to become Peshwa. But this resulted in the fight of the Peshwa post. So ಮರಾಠರಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಶ್ವೆಯ ಹುದ್ದೆಗಾಗಿ ಕಿತ್ತಾಟಗಳು, ಆಂತರಿಕ ಜಗಳಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಂಭ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. And this time and this reason the Marathas federations brought, ಮರಾಠರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಕ್ಕೂಟಗಳು ಹುಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ. So Madhavarao second of Narayan Rao to the post of Peshwa, and Nana Fadnavis, a royal representative, appoint Madhavarao second as the Peshwa. So because of the reason, Narayan Rao approached British for the support. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾನಾ ಫಡ್ನವೀಸು ಮಾಧವರಾವ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪೇಶ್ವೆಯಾಗಿ ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಡಳಿತವನ್ನು ಆರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೋ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ರಘುನಾಥ್ ರಾವ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನ ಕೋರ್ತಾನೆ. So the British thought of the exploiting this situations in their favor. ಇದೇ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಕಾಯ್ತಿದ್ದಂತಹ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ರಾಘೋಬನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪಂದವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಮರಾಠರನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. And along that, a long war was waged from British and Marathas in between 1775 to 1782. So initially, though, Marathas gained upper hand in the beginning. ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮರಾಠರು ಈ ಒಂದು ಯುದ್ಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆಲುವನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಿಕೊಂಡರು. In the first Anglo-Maratha war, the Marathas were upper hand. And what are the effects of first Anglo-Maratha war? So later they had to lose Allahabad to the British, and the Maratha Federation unable to sustain the war. And British finally entered Salbai Agreement, and the war was ended. According to Salbai Agreement held in 1782, Madhavarao II was named as the Peshwa of Maratha. ಎರಡನೇ ಮಾಧವರಾವನನ್ನ ಪೇಶ್ವೆಯನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೇಮಕವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So this Salbai Agreement gained some control over Marathas. So these are the effects of first Anglo-Maratha war. And in this way, the British introduced one among the important cunning policy. So that is subsidiary alliance, introduced by Lord Wellesley.